don't bunch up, you don't get sweaty. Simple as that.
One of the things I noticed about my Goats Grip socks is the grip runs across the whole panel, so there's no bunching or sliding in your boots.
These grip pads will help you not slip when you're going in for a tackle.
My old socks will get sweaty halfway through the game. Not with Ghost Grip, they stay cool and dry from start to finish.
These guards are so lightweight, you forget they're even there, but they still give solid protection. It's like full freedom to play a game without that clunky feeling. I used to wear bulky guards that slip down every game. These stay in place the whole time.
These shin pads are stretchy, durable, definitely not be ripping anytime soon.
Switch the goat sleeves now. They don't slip, they don't slide, nice and snug, nice and tight.
It's crazy how light these things are. I've worn a lot of old school pads in my time, and these are featherweight and super comfortable.
Why are you still wearing those old clunky shin pads when you could be wearing these?
I used to struggle with shin guards sliding all game. These are a game changer. Put them on, you don't even notice them. They're comfortable, keep you going until finish.
It shows how fast you move on the pitch because it's stuck to the shin bone and does not slip and slide all around your shin.
No distractions, no readjusting, just focus on the match.
Hi everyone, happy Saturday. I hope you are well. We are very excited to be here Saturday before Christmas to do our Pro Player Pathway call. We've got a couple of things we're going to go through today. We've got some exciting news as well. Our football blueprint finally landed late last night. So I was up pretty late putting that online for everyone last night. We're going to give everyone a walkthrough of what the football blueprint is and how you can use it. And also some of the differences when you log your match analysis and also when you're logging your GPS as well. So we're going to cover off quite a few things today. Saturday, we like you guys to drive it as well. So I'm looking for questions to get dropped in to the comments. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, especially YouTube, you need to subscribe to the channel so you can comment and you can ask questions. So whether you just want to get a little bit better at football or soccer, or maybe one day you want to play pro, you want to play in the Premier League, La Liga, the MLS in the USA, wherever you are, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll be able to ask questions and we'll be able to help you, and we're going to showcase a little bit of the platform as well. So what we're going to do is in a moment, we are going to take you straight across into the skill platform. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just cover off one area again on trials, and then we're going to go straight into the football blueprint. So without further ado, I will get us straight across into there, and I'll just see if I can switch us across. So a couple of things, we've had a few people again asking for me to share the links for the trials and if we've still got any free places coming up. So for anyone who doesn't know, we do have trials coming up in January in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane in Australia. We've been getting a lot of people asking us as well, do we have any trials coming up anywhere else, especially in the USA as well. Excited to tell you we will be having trials coming up to the USA in 2026, and as soon as we get them confirmed we will let you guys know, and we'll get all of that posted in. So a couple of things first, guys. So again, remember, if you're ever looking for anything when you're in our school platform, you can type in the topic or the area that you're looking for, and just a reminder, like, you guys might say, I want to know a little bit more about maybe heart rate zones. And if you type that in, it should pull up any recent posts that relate to heart rate zones, okay? And then as an example, you'll see that we've recorded our meeting on Thursday. where we covered heart rate zones in detail, and there's a video that's 58 minutes long with the call. Also, you'll see things like we've posted how to record your heart rate zone with an explainer, and there's pictures and graphics. So this school community is getting huge. It's basically a brain dump of my 25 years of working in professional football at teams like Liverpool Football Club, Leicester City, Paris Saint-Germain, obviously doing work as well as an agent, and some of the areas that we've covered in where I've done coaching courses and also player agent courses at UEFA. And I go around the planet getting as much information and as much knowledge to open up opportunities for players. Also, we wanted to cover off today as well, our platform is not just for boys and girls who want to go to the top level. You might just want to get a little bit better. You might want to get more successes on the pitch next season. It's being built for everyone, but whether you want to just play at community level and get better, or you want to just kick a few extra goals next season, or you want to go on and play at the top level, this is the whole reason this platform has been built, okay? So again, going back to this, if we type in trials, guys, you will see, once I reset this page, it should come up with information, fingers crossed, with trials, and you'll see the top one. There's all the links, guys. We've got Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. If I just click on one of them, you'll see that we've got free tickets available. We don't have 50 free spaces still. I believe for Brisbane, we've only got 2 or 3 spaces free. But all you do is you click get tickets and you can get a free ticket still, or there is paid tickets where you get a go-to package as well. So I'll leave that one with you guys. So just a reminder, when you're on our platform, if there's something in particular you are interested in, you want to learn more about, maybe it's our foundational beep test, which is one of our foundations that all of our players work on. You can click on there, there's a video, and it will show you what you need to work on. Now, if you type something in here, and let's say, for example, there's a new methodology called the, as a bit of a, let's do a bit of a joke, the cheeseburger formation that you've heard about, and you hit enter, and it doesn't pull up anything whatsoever, okay? If there's something new in the world of football, or there's something that you search in football or soccer, and you can't find it on our platform, this gives you an opportunity to click in here, put a title, write something, and post it. Now also remember, if you do @ and do Raymond Wood, okay, I'm the second one down. If you do that and ask the question, okay, it will also get tagged to me, and I can do a video or a post for you. So this is the beauty of this community. At any point, 24/7, 24 hours a day, you can drop a question in, and if you're a member of our community, I'll either cover it in one of the 4 live coaching calls. And if you go on calendar, you'll see when all of our live coaching calls are. You will notice, however, this next 7-day period, we are missing out on Christmas Day because I'm going to give everyone a day off. But you can click on, and it gives you the instructions on how to join us on the call. Now, once you go in that community and you drop in the topic, not only will I see the question, okay, but everyone in the community will see it. And this is the good thing about our community. If I'm not online for whatever reason, sometimes on occasions, my community members are jumping in and helping out with other players, which is amazing to see. And I absolutely love that all of our community are getting in and helping each other, and the directing and pointing people to look for. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea. Also, finally, to cover off, we haven't covered much of this, but if we click on the map, it'll show you where a lot of our players are around the world, and we're starting to spread out. And we are going to be running events, a lot of events next year, and especially in and around the USA, because of the upcoming World Cup, which is going to be held in the US, Canada, and Mexico. So it's going to be super exciting when we go to the World Cup, and to do a lot more events over there. and you will notice that we've got more and more players coming online. Now, also, finally, to finish off, if you are a member and you've joined us, you'll notice now we've opened up the platform so people can jump in to start working with us for as little as $1.60 a day. Okay, we're trying to get it as cheap as possible so everyone has got access to this. They've got access to me, but also they've got access to you. Our members who are in the community, you'll see on our leaderboards here, we've got some amazing members who are absolutely killing it. I mean, you've only got to look at those names in the top 10s. All of these are our active community members and pretty much live on here with me. And not just developing themselves as players, but they're helping other players, okay? And there's a reason why these 10 players are the top of the community in the leaderboard. And again, without giving away too much information, those players who are at the top of those leaderboards have got some pretty special days ahead. And all I'm going to say to you is, if you're a member of the community, engage, comment, help people, ask questions, okay? Make it a chore in your calendar, add it in for 15 minutes a day to jump into school and into the pro player pathway, okay? To drop in questions, to comment on questions, because someone is going to have the biggest smile on the face in the next 6 to 12 months just for being on this community and engaging and helping players out. Now, Classroom is where all the good stuff is. And for all of our members and players who are now watching, you'll know that we've got all of the good stuff is numbered. So number 1 is the audio book and the ebook. Match analysis is 2, and so on and so forth. Now, we've been waiting for an improvement to number 6, the football blueprint. Now, the football blueprint has been a long time coming, and I wanted to make sure we got it right and we had everything in one place to help everyone. Now, the reason why the football blueprint was built, it was to help everyone, especially in this time period when you're going away, you're on holidays, maybe you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, but you just want to keep recording and keep stuff done. So, the football blueprint is here. You can download it by clicking on this little option at the bottom, and it's the 2026 to 28 edition. So we've actually built the football blueprint for 3 years, so you don't need to worry about anything else for the next 3 years. Now, I'm already getting questions. When we fill this in, who do we send it to? How often do we have to send it in? Okay, I am going to answer all of those questions for you in the next 15 to 20 minutes, okay? Once I've finished explaining a little bit about the football blueprint, I want everyone to drop your questions in to the chat on YouTube, but also anything else relating to football or soccer that you want to ask is your opportunity. Saturday, I don't like to cover too much of a topic. I want to leave it open for the boys and girls who are on here and the players who are on here and the mums and dads who are on here who have genuine questions that you want answered, and I will try my best to get those answers. If any of them are quite sort of long-winded answers and are going to take a while, I might make it as a topic for one of our future calls, but we always aim to get this done. So, if you click on here, you'll see that you can load up the football blueprint, and you'll notice that we've got 2026, 2027 and 2028 on here. Now, you can download this by just hitting this download button, okay? You can do it from your device as well, all right? But my recommendation would be, especially with the football blueprint, make sure we are using it on maybe like an iPad or one of those slightly larger phones like the Galaxies that fold out, so you've got full scope and view of it, or from a desktop or from a laptop. Now, once you've downloaded it, and I will just click on it and I'll just show you how quick it downloads. So literally, that's it. It's downloaded that fast. Now, you will notice when you're on here, and the first part I'm going to take us through is your football goals. Now, what your football goals might be, your own individual goals, okay? So you could literally click on there and your football goal might be keep my head up more in games, okay? Then your next one might be one of your objectives, so scanning. And then you might just give yourself a little bit of a reminder, both shoulders, okay? And you might want to put on communication. Coach told me to talk more, okay? Now you'll notice we've only got 5 options in there. I'm not a big fan on having more than 5 football goals. Now, most of you know at the moment, you all should be doing your foundational beep test at the moment. And if you're not, you should be. Your foundational beep test should be happening 2 to 3 times a week, minimum and maximum. If anyone's doing less than 2 beep tests a week, then you're basically not going to make it in achieving your goals. If you're doing more than 3 beep tests a week, this is too much. You're going to end up with loads of injuries. But the magic number is 2 to 3. I always say to players, especially those in Australia, New Zealand who are on summer holidays and in the off season at the moment, 3 beep tests a week are great. If you're currently in the US, Europe, the UK, 2 beep tests a week are fine, but do not drop below 2, okay? And my advice would be, if you're in season at the moment and you're only playing 1 game every 7 days, probably do 2 tests a week, and then the following week do 3. Also, one of the things that is a given I want to see on here is what we call your objectives. So anyone who's done a match analysis, okay, you will know that you've done your match analysis with a Premier League coach on this platform, and you've been given 5 objectives to work through, and one of them might be scanning. And I want you to make sure that one of your objectives is on here all the time, and your foundational beep test is on here all the time. Then in regards to your other 2 or 3 football goals, okay, I will leave that up to you. You might say, Ray, I've got my objectives on. I've got my foundational beep test on as a reminder. I can't think of 3 other things that I want to work on. Can you help me? Drop that question in the community, guys. And I guarantee if I don't reply, I bet you someone in the community replies and gives you some ideas. But remember, if you need more ideas, you can go to the classroom, and there's more than enough stuff in here. Now, we've spoke about this before. You've got your dugout with all of your sessions on, Premier League sessions, one-on-one sessions, my top tips, tactical set pieces. No one's got an excuse to not be doing stuff, okay? So to help you with this one, you might make your last one the dugout. And maybe, because we've already got scanning on there, I don't want to see duplicates, so keep my head up in games is the same as scanning. What we might do is, we might put our 4 and 4s plus juggling. Okay, and we'll explain what they are in a minute. So when you've got your football goals, you've got a reminder on your phone, on your device, every week. You know exactly what you should be doing. There's no reason why you should not know what to do, because one, you've got this document now called the Football Blueprint, and also on here, under Classroom, you've got a multitude of things to follow. Now also, if you're not sure on what number 3 GPS trackers is, if you click on the how-to guide and click GPS trackers, there's a video being done for you to help you explain what the GPS trackers is and what the section is and why you need to learn it. Health goals. So those guys who are on the Pro Player Pathway full-time program with me, who are working towards trying to make it as a pro. All right, DNA test, follow. And if you're wondering what that is, if you're new to the platform, again, if you go to Classroom, if you go to Nutrition and DNA number 4, if you click on that, there is an explainer, there's a video, there's another video, and then there's an explainer of results and what it looks like, okay? So, that might be the first thing. Your other health goal might be drink 2.5 litres of water a day. And then I'll let you work out what your other health goals are, okay? Now, juggling goals. So for some of us in Europe and the UK, we call it keepy uppies, okay? In places like Australia, USA, it's sometimes deemed as called juggling, but basically keeping the ball up and practicing your juggling, just like this boy's doing on here. And isn't he wearing an amazing t-shirt and a pair of shorts from our Goats range as well, which we're going to speak to you about in a moment. Now, with your juggling goals, you might say level 2 on left and right foot by Feb 2026. All right, so that's a goal. Then you might go level 3 as above. So that basically means the same as upstairs above yet. But we want to have that done by April 2026. And then maybe you might have a big lofty goal and you might go level 5 on both legs by December 2026. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Now you're probably wondering, what does level 2 mean on left foot? What does it mean on right foot? We'll show you in a moment. Okay, we'll get there. Now, next thing we've added in a measurement tracker. Okay, this is a good thing. What we want you to do is, and we're not really bothered about like what you weigh or what your height necessarily is, but it's actually good just to get some measurements. It's fun. So when we've got before and after, what we want you to look to do is maybe do this every 6 months. So today or in the next day, put your weight in, put the date on, and then maybe, you know, get some measurements, get mum and dad to help you get some measurements, and then review it in 6 months and do it again, and just see how you're growing as a person. And the reason why this is important, and the measurement tracker, is one, to understand that you're growing. Okay, most players on here are aged between 7 and 8 years of age up to 16. We're all growing, okay? And it's good for you to see that, wow, look at that, I've put 6 kilos of weight on in 6 months. My chest size has got bigger, my legs are getting bigger, my arms are getting bigger. And the reason why this is important, to acknowledge that you're changing and you're growing, is because when football doesn't go well, when soccer doesn't go well, it doesn't go well for a reason. And what you've got to remember for a lot of you is you're growing. Your body's going out of proportion, okay? It's growing all over the place. So what you thought was a really easy skill or trick to do because you've practiced it for years, when you think about it, that your body's growing and it's changed that much in 6 months and you've put 7 kilos on and your arms and legs are longer, can you imagine how hard it is for your brain to adjust to all of a sudden going, wait there, who's changed this piece of equipment? Why is this arm now all of a sudden 2 inches longer? Why are these legs 1 inch longer? So it's to help you understand that you're growing, your body's changing, and when you see it a before and after, I guarantee if you notice in 6 month periods, you've had a big growth spurt and you've put weight on and your arms have got longer and your legs have got longer, I guarantee if you look back to some of your games and your match performances, I guarantee you might have rated some of them games as not too good. And this is a good thing for you to acknowledge, that this is the reason why. It's because I'm growing as a player, okay? But you don't have to do this. But this is just, again, if you really want to delve into some of the big details and look at the 1%, this is going to help you. And you can put some notes in as well. And again, it's very easy. You can just type straight in and it will automatically save for you. If you make a mistake, you can just click and just go straight back in. Now, if everyone's following me, can you just give me a comment on YouTube and just give me a thumbs up or give me a comment to say that you're following along, so I know that you're getting it and that you're understanding everything that you've got. Now, next one we're going to look at, we spoke about a little bit earlier on our goals, 4 and 4s and juggling. Okay, now, if we look here, you'll notice we've got QR codes on this document. Now, if you want to, you can scan these QR codes, and when you're out and about, maybe you're down at the park, at the beach, for the holidays, for Christmas, what you can do is you can scan this and it will take it straight to the video, and it's going to give you an explainer on how to do a step over turn, how to do a Cruyff turn. All right, it gives you some of the key points: drop your shoulder, change of speed. Now again, if you want to know where all these are inside the platform, go to Classroom, Football Blueprint. Oh, look at that, 4 turns. There's your 4 links. 4 dribbles. There's your 4 links. Juggling. There's your link. But if you're out and about and you're not able to get access for whatever reason, don't worry, or you forget, then this is your little go-to and you've got access to it. Now, skills development, this has been added in for not just for fun, but also for those players, again, who want the 1%ers. And I'm not really looking to say that you've got to do this, but it is a fun exercise to have a little look at it and for you to rate yourself. So you'll notice that if you get 8 out of 9, that's deemed as competent. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 is excellent, okay? But we're looking for you to be honest. With your inside foot, if you're doing a short pass on your right foot, what do you think your score is? And you score yourself. Now, when we talk about a short pass, it's anything from like 5 to 10 metres. Okay, it could be less than 5 metres, but 5 to 10 metres is a short pass. Anything sort of 15, 20 metres or over, we're now going into the long pass range. Okay. Also, we've got driven long pass, lofted pass, short pass, outside foot long pass. So there's a lot of different options. And again, you can just jump in and you can just put your score straight into there. And then it goes, okay? Now this, you can update this as you go. And as you think you're getting better, or if you think you're getting worse, you can change your score. So I might go, do you know what? I absolutely stunk the gaff out this week. And I think I'm there. Now, when you look back at maybe your size and weight tracker, you might actually find out why. And it might be because you've just grown a lot. Now, you might want to do this every 12 weeks, okay? But always remember, you can always add in a before and you can always add in an after. So if you're trying to do multiple recordings, this after, you will then need to transfer to the before, and then you'll be able to input a new one if that makes sense, okay? Now also remember, the reason why we've done it as a PDF, because you can literally screenshot one of these screens, save it somewhere safe, you can DM it to yourself inside the school platform so you've got a copy of it, and then you can make the changes on the go. We wanted to make it as easy for players to follow, okay? There's a lot of skills development here. I'm not going to cover them all, but I'll let you guys go through them and work them out. And I don't want anyone now saying to me, I don't know what I should be working on. Now, if you go, I really want to work out what a hook turn is or what a slap step on is, you guys can Google it, you can ChatGPT it, or again, you can drop it in the community. You can ask a question, okay? So let's say this one, pull, push behind, and you could come in here into community and you could write something and you can ask the question. And remember, always tag it to me and I will get a mention and I will know that you've asked me a question specifically, okay? I don't read every single question in here. We are getting in excess of around about 50 questions and comments on every single post at the moment, so it's quite busy at the moment, as you will be well aware. Okay, juggling tracker is the next one. Okay, so you can scan the QR code, in you go. Okay, left foot, right foot. Okay, so this is a great one. So you can do level 1, stage 1. Okay, so once that's done, you can click that one off. Okay, brilliant. I've done level 1, stage 2, level 1, stage 3. And then once you've completed the big one, that is deemed as level 1 left foot completed. Okay, now what level 1 looks like, it's 1 kick, 1 bounce, 1 kick, 1 bounce, 10 times in a row without making a mistake. Then we don't go to level 2 left foot, we go to level 1 right foot. 1 kick with the right foot, 1 bounce on the ground. 1 kick with your right foot, 1 bounce on the ground. All the way through until you do 10 in a row without making a mistake. So in total, it's 10 bounces, 10 kicks of the ball. Now, some of you might go, this is easy. Brilliant. Now go to left foot, level 2. So level 2 is 1 bounce, 2 kicks of the ball with your left foot, 1 bounce, 2 kicks of the ball with your left foot, 1 bounce, and you follow it through, and so on. Now, you're probably building a picture in your head. Once you get to level 10 here, okay, it's 1 bounce and 10 kicks of the ball continuously with your left foot without it touching the floor. Then it's 1 bounce, 10 touches of the ball with your left foot, then 1 bounce. So in total, if you do all of these, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 touches of the ball with 10 individual touches in between, 10 bounces in between. So 1 bounce in between each set of 10. So if you can comfortably and confidently do left foot and right foot, that means you can do 100 juggles on your left foot and 100 juggles on your right foot, and you are deemed as juggling stage done and complete. Again, if you go into the classroom, football blueprint, juggling challenge, you can click here, there's an explainer, okay, there's even a good little messy challenge down here at the bottom that you can click on, and you are up and running. Okay, monthly numbers plan. Okay, so your goals for the month, your assists, your scans. Again, I'll leave all this for you guys to use it to your imagination. The more you do, the better it's going to be. Now, from time to time, I'm going to warn you, I may request to see a copy of your football blueprint. Okay? Now, everyone who's going on trials to the UK in April, I am going to ask to see a copy of your blueprint in the middle of January, the middle of February, and the middle of March. And I am going to look to see who's filling it out and who is getting consistent with it. Okay? So you'll notice there's a lot of information on there. You can put in reminders about your daily 4s and 4s and your mastery. You can put notes in, weekly game analysis. Maybe mums and dads want to help out and get some notes in for you. So there's a lot of things that we can do on here for you, and we can help you with it. Game checklist. So you can add in game tasks. So communication, yeah, great, done really well today. Best game for communication. If I can spell communication properly. Okay. First touch, no good. Running with the ball, striking the ball, 1v1s. So again, I'm not looking for you to maybe cover all of this on a game day. You might just decide, I'm actually going to focus on a mini objective, and I'm going to look at creating opportunities for others. And you can set yourself a target, okay? And again, I'll let you guys work this out as you go through. Little bit about your video analysis. So when you've had one, if you get a match analysis, you can go through. You've got monthly reflections. And then the big one, guys, is notes as well. You can put in here as much notes, as little notes as you like. You've got your 100 days of juggling challenge. So one of the big things I'm going to challenge everyone, I want to see if anyone, and this is all done on a trust basis, but I'm going to see, starting from the 1st of January, we're going to launch 100 days of juggling. And it's following the juggling challenge. Now, you might already say, Ray, with all respect, I can already juggle or do keepy uppies, and I can do it to 1,000. That's okay, but I want you all for the juggling challenge to start on day one at stage one. And how this works, once you fail at a level 3 times, then you stop for the day. So let's say you get to level 2 on your left foot, then you get to level 2 on your right foot, but you failed on both sides 3 times in that one day. Then you stop, record your score, and then you can check off that day 1 is done. Then a reminder for day 2. Now you might go, would your start date on there will be the 1st of Jan 2026. And if you've missed a day in error, don't worry, just play catch up and try and record other days and build up. Again, you can add in notes, and this is a great way of getting everyone challenged. Now, sleep tracker. Again, you may not want to do this, but you can do this. A good way to do this is to record your sleep with an Apple Watch, an Android watch, but some of you might want to wear technology when you're in bed of a night. But if you can just try and get a rough guide of when you think you've gone to bed, and normally the rule of thumb is have a look at the clock. If you normally go lights out and you put your head straight down, you're normally asleep within 10 to 15 minutes. So if you look at the clock and it's 9 o'clock, and you look at the clock when you wake up and it's 9, then you know you've done 12 hours, okay? So on day 1, this is day 1, if you've recorded 12 hours, boom, I've done 12 hours. On day 2, I had a shocker, I only had 6 hours sleep. On day 3, I only done 8 hours. Now the reason why tracking your sleep is important is for recovery, but also it might help you realise why you have certain days of the week where training sessions don't go well, or where particular game days haven't gone well, and you might start to see a trend that when you look back on it, that your actual sleep is down the night before, and this is a great way of identifying it. Now, we don't intend to do it, but what we find is some of us who play games on a Saturday, we always play really, really poorly. And what we discovered is that a lot of you, when you're in school, Monday to Thursday, you'll go to bed at a decent time and you'll have a good night's sleep and you're very organised. But then sometimes on a Friday, because it's the weekend, you'll have a sleepover, you'll stay at a friend's, then you'll find you're only getting maybe 60 to 70% of your sleep, and it's then affecting your game on the Saturday because you haven't recovered properly. So it's a good thing for you to see as a player. Again, you can put your month name in, and what you could do is you can go, right, January, I recorded 4 bad sleep nights, okay? Then you might go February, 0 bad sleep nights, so that's a great one, okay? And it's just a great way for you to track and just keep an eye. We're trying to give you every opportunity to keep an eye on everything that you need to do on here. Then you've got your beep test tracker. So the good news now is I did build you guys a very basic file to follow and use, and I'll see if I can just pull it up. I think it's in Classroom, and then I think if we go the Dugout, and then if we go beep test, and I think I've dropped it in here, beep test results. So when you click on here, I was asking you to record them on there. Okay, that's going to get changed out, so the Football Blueprint will replace this in the next 24 hours. So when you see now the Football Blueprint, understand that this is where you record your results, okay? And it's a lot more editable, but also to help you out, we've put a little video in, and also we've hyperlinked, so you can click on it to take you to the beep test to give you some advice on it, okay? So again, what you can do is, the beauty of this, you might fill this one out, this is day 1, you got 1 point, put your date in, and you might get to 3.2, then you get to 2.3, but imagine once you've filled all these up, you might go, well, what do I do now? Well, guys, what you can do is, quite simply, you can record, take a screenshot, and then you can reset, and then you can clear that out, and then do a different date. So the idea is, you can screenshot this particular I'll just zoom out for you so you can see it a little bit better. But what you can do is, if you want to, I'll give you an example on here. I can literally take a screenshot dead quick of my results, and it's got it here, and I've got it, and I can drop it in here. And then what I can do is, I can do one or two things. And this is what I'm looking for you to do. I want you to be accountable to the community. Go in the community and go, beep test results last 6. Hi guys, here are my recent results. And what you can do is you can go attach. There's your results, drop it in. Put it under general discussion and then hit post, and it will then drop it in. So I'll hit post on this one. And then you'll notice it'll be there. And then I want all of the community members to comment and help each other, encourage each other. Talk about why you think you've just recorded your worst 6 results. Talk about why you've recorded your best 6 results. Now, it might also trigger me, so make sure you also have me in the comments here and drop me in so I get seed in. Because if we're more accountable with each other, we're going to support each other a lot better. Now, I will delete this post because it is a test post, but I just want you to just make sure that we're helping each other and we're accountable, okay? And that's what I'm looking for. So that's just a great example of how we can support each other. Now, once you've done that screenshot, and you can just screenshot it straight on your phone. Once you've done the screenshot, you can then reset this page and then fill it in with new information. So you don't need to store on this football blueprint 100 pages of beep test results. You know, and the thing that I would then look for, if you message me and go, Ray, can you help me out? I'm having problems with my beep test. Now, if you've dropped it in the community constantly, all I've got to do is go, okay, let's search for Jake and let's say beep. Now, it will come up with no results for this, I don't think. But if I was to type in beep and Raymond, let's see if there's anything with beep test with Raymond Wood. And there's not an in because I haven't submitted anything. But if I just search beep test or beep, it will show you everything that relates to beep, okay? So it would come up if I was to put in beep test, okay? And then I can then go, okay, yeah, it's Josh who we're talking to. Now also you can DM me your results if you don't want to share them with other people as well. That's okay. But I'm trying to encourage everyone to be accountable on the platform. Now, I know we haven't had the break yet, but there's so much to cover on this football blueprint. I want to try and nail it all in one go, okay? Also, your 5 objectives, okay? They are all on here. So if anyone's done a match analysis with a Premier League coach, because you're trying to make it pro, and if anyone's watching this for the first time, it's like, what? We can do match analysis? Yeah, you can get a match analysis done by a Premier League coach. So if you go to section 2, match analysis, and if you have a little watch of these videos and the advice and tips my friend Thiago Silva gives us, okay, then what you can do is, once you've had a match analysis done, now if you're interested in getting one done, if you've never had one, you can come down here and you'll notice at the bottom you can do purchase match analysis. Now at the moment they're on sale. They're normally just under $2,000 to get a match analysis done. You can literally click on here. Once you click on here, you hit pay, and then once you hit pay, you'll get access to that particular match analysis. And then once you've purchased, it will take you inside and it will give you instructions what you need to do next, okay? And it's dead straightforward. But if you want to know more about match analysis, just click in number 2 and you can watch these short videos of Thiago Silva and also of me giving you guys an explainer and what we learned, and there's some more videos in here, okay? Now, once you've done that, you will be given 5 objectives and they'll be given a priority. So priority 1 might be scanning. That's your objective that you need to follow. Also at the end, guys, we have got a bigger calendar that you can input on. Now, you might want to put some key dates in here. So it might be that you've got trials coming up with Manchester City, okay, and then on the 12th, you've got your trials coming up with Liverpool Football Club. So anything that's really big in here, you might have some big games. It might be the FA Youth Cup final, and you can just keep an account of everything on here as a reminder, okay? And we've put 1 month on for every month all the way through to 2028, okay? So we've done that for you so you can put in key dates and key moments. Now, this might be by December 2027, level 10 on juggling, both sides, okay? So it might just be a little target that you're setting yourself, okay? And you can keep a note and keep an eye on that. So hopefully that helps you a little bit with the football blueprint, okay? And that hopefully explains a little bit. Now, if you're new and you're like, how the hell do I get on this program? How do I work with you? How can you represent me as an agent? How can you help my son get better? All you need to do is, if you go to here, at the top, it's school.com/pro player pathway. And once you go in, it will take you to this screen and it will give you an option. And I'll just see if I can just set it on here to show you what it looks like. So if we are in here as a member, you'll see there's a button and there's a couple of videos. So watch this first video, have a little read of the testimonial, watch this next video. Then you can have a little read of that. You can have a little listen to another testimonial from my friend Fabrizio. Then also, if you do join us on the platform, you will get one of these for free. That's the Ultimate GOAT package. Also, if you are a member on here already and you refer a friend, if they join the platform on the annual subscription, which is $1.60 a day, we'll give you one of these for free as well. And all you then need to do is hit start free trial and it'll give you a couple of options. Now, don't worry, you don't have to pay this straight away. You can start the free trial. But what we want you to do is we want you to think about which one you're likely to go on. Now, most people tend to sign up for the annual because it's only $597 a year. And that gives you everything on the monthly, but you get all of these bonuses as well. All right, you're going to get a $250 sponsorship for GOATs, which we just showed you. And also you get access to the advanced objectives, GPS and beep test score. And then also if you get referred by someone, they will also get the $250 sponsorship. Now remember, when you do try for free, you're not committed, you're only in for 7 days. If you're not interested after the 7 days, all you need to do is unsubscribe and then you won't be charged and you can go. But just to let you know, everyone who has done a 7-day free trial so far this year have stayed in the community with us, and a big thank you for everyone who has joined us. So guys, that is everything about the football blueprint. I know it was a bit of a long one today and I'm going to get to some Q&A now. But if you go to Classroom, football blueprint, the top one, and you can hit there and you've got the 2026 to 2028 edition. You can download it, you can edit it, and you can make yourself a better soccer or football player. Now I'm going to drop back out to my screen here and see if I can get myself back on the screen. Now we've only got about 5 or 6 minutes to go, so we're not going to go to a break, but I am going to just check in and see if there's any questions before we end the call. This will be dropped into our school community as well. So if you've joined halfway through, you can go and watch it all the way back from the beginning, and I normally post it within about 4 hours of completing the call. So I'll see on some of the questions. Morning, Khaleesi, I hope you're well. Hey Ray, where do we send our weekly diary for December? From Christian Boyle. So Christian, what you can do is, mate, just drop it in the community, straight in the community, like a question. Here's my weekly diary, and you can drop it straight in. Now, if you don't want to share it for any reason, because there's personal information on there, you can DM it to me, but I'm trying to encourage everyone to share in the community so we can all jump in, we can all help out. Also, what some of us are going to see as well is that some of us aren't doing as well as others. Some of us are doing better than others, but we're all at different stages of developing, not just as a player, but developing in size and growing, and we want everyone to help us out. But the main point is, drop it straight into the community if you can, Christian. If you're not comfortable because there's personal stuff on there, 100% DM it to me and I'll tell you where to send it, but it'll probably come to me in the first instance to have a little look at. Now, I think that is everything. Hopefully, you've now got an understanding of the football blueprint. You'll now understand why it has taken ages to do, because it is a huge document. Our previous one had about 600 pages, and I'll be honest, it was so daunting for families to look at, because like, where do we start on this? So we've tried to make it really super easy. So there's only one page per sort of topic. Fill it out, screenshot it, share it in the community, and then reset the cells, and then start recording again. And remember, every post that you do in the community is kept in there for life. So if you search your name, and your name's Christian Boyle, if you type at the top Christian, it will show you every single post that you've ever posted in the community. And the good thing about that is it's a great reference point to go back through. Also, for you as a player, you can actually search your name and go, look at this. I posted my beep test results on the football blueprint like literally a year ago, and I was up to 10.1. Look at the one that I've just recorded. I'm up to 14.4. So it's going to show you, but also we don't want you to be sending in the whole football blueprint to the community or DMing me your whole football blueprint. With all respect, I'd love to go through your whole blueprint for you. One, I don't have the time to do that. And two, it's not going to help you get better. I just need that screen dump of the relevant information that you're asking me the question or you're asking the community to help you with, and screen dump it straight into the community. And everyone can do a screen dump, it's easy. Even if you've got an iPhone, you can just do a cut and paste and just straight away, and then just send it straight into the group chat. And what you're going to find is the more that you share in the community. Now, I am going to have some other coaches come and join us in the new year who's going to be coming on intermittently and are going to be involved. And we've also... Do I share it with you? All right. There's a famous football player who's currently one of the biggest stars in world football, and he's going to be in the community for the whole of 2026. And without giving away too much information, this player is going to be on the community, but slightly hidden. And we're going to have a little bit of a competition throughout the year to see if anyone knows who this person is and can guess who the player is and who they play for. They might go under their name or they may not go under their name, but this particular person is going to be helping out quite a lot next year and dropping in some amazing bits of information. And I want to know if anyone spots who it is, who the player is and who they play for. So I wasn't meant to share this with you till the 1st of January, but I thought I'll drop it. It's a little Christmas gift from me. So watch out, but this person will be joining in the community from the 1st of January for the whole of 2026. And I'm going to see if anyone can work out who it is, who they are, who they play for. And you might notice a common trend with a particular person in the community who's always commenting and helping out, maybe as much as me. So this is very, very exciting to see. So hopefully you've got that. You understand how to do a screenshot, how to do a screen dump. I hope you have an amazing last weekend before Christmas and the madness hits us. Tomorrow we will be back with the live podcast. The live podcast starts at 10:30 a.m. and goes all the way through to 1:30 p.m. Also, we will have one more call, I believe, on Tuesday, our last live weekly call before Christmas, which will be Tuesday the 23rd, and then we'll be back next Saturday on the 27th of December. So isn't it scary to think this time next week, Christmas will have gone for another year? So, guys, drop it in your chat. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to speaking to you all in our next weekly call, and I'll see you all tomorrow as we do our Sunday podcast fun day.
We don't bunch up, we don't get sweaty. Simple as that.
One of the things I noticed about my Goats grip socks is the grip runs across the whole panel, so there's no bunching or sliding in your boots.
These grip pads will help you not slip when you're going in for a tackle.
My old socks will get sweaty halfway through the game. Not with Ghost Grips, they stay cool and dry from start to finish.
These guards are so lightweight, you forget they're even there, but they still give solid protection. It's like full freedom to play a game without that clunky feeling. I used to wear bulky guards that slip down every game. These stay in place the whole time.
These shin pads are stretchy, durable. Definitely not be ripping anytime soon.
Switch the goat sleeves now. They don't slip, they don't slide. Nice and snug, nice and tight.
It's crazy how light these things are. I've worn a lot of old school pads in my time. In these, are featherweight and super comfortable.
Why are you still wearing those old clunky shin pads when you could be wearing these?
I used to struggle with shin guards sliding all game. These are a game changer. Put them on, you don't even notice them. They're comfortable, keep you going until finish.
It